Yes. Woo! Don't ask me why I'm clapping. Just clap with me. In fact, standing ovation to Burkina Faso of the Sahel Alliance. These people will not cease to amaze me. See, since the coup happened in Burkina Faso, these people have not ceased to amaze me. It's either Ibrahim Traoré is doing something that is amusing me, or the people itself. The last time I was happy like this about an African country was when the whole citizens of Burkina Faso gathered and they were sleeping by the roadside on the street, saying that they are doing it in order to protect their leader because they believe that a threat was coming, that France was a threat, and they sent terrorists and how they will need to protect. Guys, I don't know if you have been following up with the stories that have been going on between Nigeria and Burkina Faso. I am in full support of Burkina Faso. Let me state this out categorically so that if you are in support of what Nigeria is doing and what they did, you can find your way out of here, because I am not apologetic about this. This thing that happened, I support it 101%. Okay, so for those that are not aware of what has been going on, yesterday, 8th of December, the Nigerian Air Force C-130H Hercules invaded the Burkina Faso airspace. Now, a lot of people are not aware, but in 2024, the Sahel states, that's the alliance of the Sahel states, which is Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger Republic, created the Sahel Alliance. They gave an order in December 22nd, 2024, where they state that they do not want any person outside of this alliance to invade their airspace, which failure to do so will amount to serious consequences and they will have to strike down whatever that craft is. So yesterday, the 8th of December, the Nigerian Air Force C-130H Hercules actually invaded the Burkinabe airspace. They were met with immediate drastic measures. So after the Burkinabe defense realized the invasion, they forced the Air Force C-130H Hercules down and arrested the occupants of the aircraft, 11 of them. And right now, there is no update as to whether they have been released or not. The reason for my joy now is that these people are keeping up to their words. They're not just making empty threats, but they are ready to make sure that their nations and their countries gain the liberation that they claim they want. This is not Nigeria where we say this and do the other, or we claim this, make empty threats and nothing happens. Look at bandits ravaging our country up and down. Nothing has been done. But we are seeing that Burkina Faso, in alliance with the Sahel states, excuse me, in alliance with the Sahel states, are actually making the effort to make sure that what they state is being backed up by actions. Now, this report actually came in yesterday, where it was stated that their excuse was that they had an emergency and they needed to land in Burkina Faso. But actually, the Burkinabe defense stated something otherwise. They said that they made series of communication with the aircraft that they should halt or turn back, but they refused. And the crazy part was that they turned off the radar in that aircraft so that it would not be detected. But it was detected and they forced them down and arrested them. Now, one of the defense actually raised also was that the personnel raised the emergency excuse when they were forced down. Like, they did not raise this excuse at first, but they raised it later on. And it has been a lot of issues and questions surrounding this whole event, because why do they need to fly across Burkina Faso when they can just go other ways? If you look at the map, actually, you'd realize that there was no absolute reason why Nigeria would have flown over their airspace. They would have actually gone towards other routes like the Benin route, but they chose the Burkinabe route. I really don't know what their intentions were. Was it really an emergency? Was it not? But my major concern right now is that a lot of people are saying that what Burkina Faso did was wrong. What they did is absolutely correct, because this is what every other reasonable nation in the world that is concerned about their citizens' safety and well-being would do. Now, if you try to appreciate this from the legal perspective, you realize that the Chicago Convention of 1944 states that military or state aircraft have zero automatic right to enter or land in a foreign airspace, even in emergency situations. Article 1 and 3 provides for this, while Article 25 actually gives the exception of civilian aircraft that is carrying people in situations of crash. They do not need permission to land in any country. And even at that, they can still carry out some few investigations, make sure that they hold whether this was true or false and all that. But this is a military aircraft. Now, like I said earlier, what Burkina Faso did is right. Yes, they can investigate into the situation and know whether truly there was an emergency or this was just a deliberate attempt to look at and test the boundaries of Burkina Faso or Niger or Mali, for instance. Whatever it is, but they have the absolute right to investigate, to hold them, first of all, into custody and investigate whatever it is that they claim was wrong that made them invade their airspace. And honestly, I have never been happier than this situation. In fact, this will serve as a deterrent to other nations that are planning to do the same thing or are planning to test the boundaries. At least we know we have a scapegoat here. Now, one of the things that got me really pissed off regarding this whole issue was that some Nigerians were busy clamoring and calling that if Burkina Faso does not release Nigerians, this and this will happen, this and that. They do not want war with Nigerians. Nigerians have this, they have tankers, they have that. And I couldn't help but see the senselessness and the double standard regarding this whole thing. You claim that your nation has this, it has tankers, it has fighter jets, it has whatever. But yes, look at how bandits are ravaging us. Look at the terrorism that is going on. Yes, I know this whole issue is political, but come on now. At least have some shame. If your tankers and whatever cannot save you, is it war with another country that you are looking to buy? Common sense should inform an average Nigerian that this is the least of our problems right now. Nigeria does not need to have this hostility or go to war with any neighboring nation. All we need is to treat terrorism first. Then we can start talking about development and other issues, and some people are here backing it and saying that Nigeria should invade Burkina. Are people even okay? Sometimes I feel like people come out and say things without really thinking about the gravity of the things they spew out. Anyways, there's really no update right now regarding this whole issue, but should anything come up, I will definitely keep you updated because this issue is something of keen interest. I am really interested in it, especially what Burkina Faso is doing. How sad that a great nation like Nigeria has been treated like this. This is so shameful. Honestly, it is so shameful. But as the saying goes, if you fuck around, you will definitely find out. Fuck around and find out. And Nigeria is finding out. Until I see you next time. Peace.